Everybody. Okay, so I've had this idea for a couple of days now, and it just happens to coincide with the storyline that they got going on with YNR as of late. Now, like I said, this purely coincidental. I didn't do this on purpose, but also the reason for my title is I'm gonna talk about both YNR and Bold, so that's why I put it like that. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk about two topics. The non-use of kids. Well, I mean, the use of kids and then they kind of disappear. And also the harassing of kids. Now, harass means soap opera rapid age syndrome. And that means that one day they're a baby. Within maybe a year, they're like 3 or 5. And then they're 10, and then they're a teenager, and then they're an adult, or they're a teenager and then they jump to like 30. Okay. Um. Okay. I have another example from a soap opera I don't even watch, but I used to watch a lot. It's General Hospital, and I'm specifically talking about the character of Serena Baldwin. Now, Serena Baldwin was played by a girl named Carly Schroeder. And now she's being played by Kelly Kruger because she's an adult. Okay. But getting back to YNR and both. YNR. And the thing that's coincidental is they were talking about Mariah and Tessa this week because Mariah's back in town. Well, they were talking about Aria, who's their daughter, right? Okay, now last we saw her, she was like maybe 2 years old. Now she's school age. So they harassed her at least up to 6. Because when do you start going to school? 5? So, yeah. Another example, which I hope they don't do actually, is the character of Harrison Abbott. You know, Kyle's son. Okay, now the kid who plays him, I talk about him not all the time, but sometimes. He's really cute and he's a really good actor, right? So please don't harass him that fast. Please, I'm asking you. Unless you have a plan, and I mean a legit plan, for something to do with the character that they can't do when they're kids or something. Okay. Now another one we barely see anymore is okay, if we're going to both, we barely see Beth or we never seen Kelly that much. I mean, maybe once, and we hardly ever see Hayes anymore. The little boy between Finn and Steffi. So that's what I'm talking about. And then this harassing is just where they jump, but they jump it too fast where you're like, literally within, I think I remember. Now, I'm not too sure because it's been a couple years. But I think I remember I watched something on Friday. And by the time Monday came around, the kid was like a teenager. And he was like a kid on Friday. And I was like, what? That's when I first learned about Saras and what it means. Because I was like, wasn't that kid a kid? And now he's a teenager? And I was like, okay. So yeah. But then again, now I'm gonna give a little bit of grace because I know kids have school. But there are 3 months of the year where you could use children and they still don't. Meaning from maybe May, June to August. Okay? So that's 3 months. In the last 3 months for the summer, we didn't see any kids. They mentioned them, but we didn't see them. Oh, and another one. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot this one. Until I just jogged my own memory. Christian. Now, talk about kids. This kid has been born and living apparently, and we have never seen this child. Christian is Nick's kid with, who did he have Christian with? I forget. It wasn't I think it was, no, because, well, the reason I'm having confusion is because he's had a couple of affairs, so I don't know who he had. Like, I know Phyllis and Nick had Summer, okay, but apparently he had it with a chick that was gone after that. Oh yeah, now I remember the chick that was like he had an affair, and she didn't want to stay around, but then he still wanted the kid. So then he said he would raise him, and oh yeah, that was that woman. And she was so not there that I even forgot her name. But yeah. Um yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I just had some thoughts because I was like, what is with, well, I mean, and I know I talk about this part a lot. And but I don't mean to, but it's just like it's sitting there. So I have to talk about it. Okay. The name of the show is The Young and Restless. And we never see the young anymore. Ever. Why is that? Why is that? I don't know. So yeah. Oh, but I have an idea. Um, and this is one that's been circulating too. So okay, right after this, I'm gonna make something called $1 extra, and I'll talk about it there. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.